Trending burning question. Powered by XUV400 and Cool Fans.
A very good evening. The show is called The Trending Burning Question and I'm Deepthi Sachdeva. Our focus today is on this massive twist in Maharashtra politics. Uddhav Thackeray is looking at complete oblivion. What will he do next? What are the options before him? Is this the end of his whatever political fortunes he might have? And what really will this mean for the state of Maharashtra? Because the Shinde faction is the only Shiv Sena. In fact, there is no faction of the Shiv Sena anymore. The Election Commission, remember, has put out that all-important announcement just a little earlier. And what will happen in the upcoming BMC polls? So we'll be looking at all those stories and much more. And Uddhav Thackeray, in fact, remember, is also expected to address a press briefing shortly. Will he admit that he's actually lost this battle? He's lost Matoshri to the real Shiv Sena that now belongs to Eknath Shinde. First up, quickly the entire story, how it's played out, and then we are debating.
The Shinde camp is celebrating, and rightly so. The EC has ruled that Shinde now owns the party name Shiv Sena and also the bow and arrow symbol.
चुनाव आयोग ने जो निर्णय दिया है उसका मैं स्वागत करता हूँ। ये लोकशाही का विजय है। हिंदुहृदय सम्राट बाळासाहेब ठाकरे जी, धर्मवीर अनंत दिघे जी, इनके विचारों का विजय है। और मेरे साथ मैंने जो भूमिका ली उसके साथ जो 50 विधायक और 13 सांसद, हजारों लाखों कार्यकर्ता, पदाधिकारी, शिवसैनिक, ये इनका विजय है। और इसलिए मैं चुनाव आयोग को धन्यवाद।
Uddhav camp is crying foul.
सरकार बनी कहा जाता है छोटे सरकार करोड़ों रुपए ऊपर से नीचे तक पानी की तरफ बहाया। वो पानी कहाँ तक पहुँचा है ये आज देश ने देखा, लोकतंत्र ने देखा। लेकिन हमें कोई फिक्र करने की जरूरत नहीं। जनता हमारे साथ, हम नया चिन्ह लेकर जाएंगे और जनता के दरबार में फिर एक बार यही शिवसेना खड़ी करके।
Uddhav Thackeray has lost the government, the party name, and now the symbol. It's all over for him now. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
So the hashtag is all over for Uddhav Thackeray. And what really is his future? Now, does he even have a future? Let's quickly say good evening to our panel of guests. Joining us, Shiv Sena is spokesperson of the BJP, along with Sujata Pandey, who's also a political analyst. I do see Manasvi. Manasvi is working on something, it seems. Manasvi, we are live now, and I'll just request you to please look into the camera as we'll begin the debate, along with Chandrasekhar Jha, who's the leader of the Shiv Sena of the Uddhav faction. And let's get kick-started this debate with Mr. Jha. Mr. Jha, it's all but over for Uddhav Thackeray now. क्या करेंगे अब?
See, in politics, we don't say that it is all over. Nothing is permanent. And what the party will do, the party will follow the lines of law and they will challenge the Election Commission's order. As per the procedure, they will fight it out.
No, I think he does not know, how well to respond to this, Sujata and Tuhin. So I will try to ask this question again, and we'll also try to get Manasvi. Now, Mr. Jha, there is an upcoming BMC poll. Uddhav Thackeray lost the government. He's lost the party symbol. What does he have left now? He's even lost the legacy of Balasaheb Thackeray. Because the Election Commission has decided this matter. They've settled the matter. There is no faction of the Shiv Sena. It is only one Shiv Sena, and that belongs to Eknath Shinde.
See, the thing is that the first thing we have to remember that the disqualification is already under challenge. The Supreme Court will decide on that issue. and the Supreme Court will also decide if there is a disqualification, then this Election Commission's order will not get into any kind of running or any kind of execution or so. So in that circumstances also, we are still waiting for the order of the Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court, because now if you see, the BJP has done all the unconstitutional acts against this party, and they are trying to derail us from our political situation. But this kind of situation
this is the Election Commission's order. This isn't the BJP's
Election
order.
Commission's order is always challengeable, and it is not that at this moment it is not under challenge, but it will have to be challenged. And let us see what the court decides.
Okay, so I want to give this opportunity to Tuhin, because Mr. Jha has hit out at the BJP. And Tuhin, the Uddhav faction today is saying that everyone is being pressurized by you, as in the BJP. So is the BJP behind all this?
Good evening, Deepthi. This is a victory for the ideals of Bala Saheb Thackeray, because the day the new Shiv Sena, which is Eknath Shinde's Shiv Sena, was given the name Bala Saheb, I think it was a foregone conclusion that the symbol would also go to him, because the one who stands by the ideals. And look at it was a very unprecedented scenario where 80% members of the party left the party, because of the reason that the present leader was not able to subscribe to the core values of the founder. So I think it is a very genuine case where that 80% need to be accorded the status of the original Shiv Sena, which is what has happened. So I think, this is a moment when Uddhav Thackeray, the likes of Kishore Tiwari, should seriously introspect, and instead of coming and, arguing over here, they should realize why they have come to this situation. For the BJP, it's a victory because, like I said, we feel we are aligned again to the original Shiv Sena, which always believed in the core ideals of Bala Saheb Thackeray, which is what Eknath Shinde ji subscribes to today.
So you say that Election Commission has decided the issue on the ideology of Bala Saheb?
No, I am reacting as a politician.
No, it's decided on the basis
I am
of facts.
reacting as a politician. Don't confuse issues. I told you the reason when 80%...
Mr. Jha, I don't know whether you've had the opportunity, sir, whether you've had the opportunity of going through the Election Commission's order. It's pretty detailed. It runs into a good 78 pages. And, it is citing precedents. It is also speaking of what it did during the Janata Party case, where it's talking of the more number of, MLAs and MPs with a faction, and that is how the case has been decided. But you obviously today, are citing a lot of... You're actually putting out a lot of insinuation. You're saying it's the BJP behind this. And even as we are having this debate, I'm not sure if Manasvi can hear us, but I want to go to him if he can. And let's see if Manasvi can hear us. Manasvi, can you hear us?
Yes, Deepthi, I can hear you.
I don't think for the moment Manasvi can hear us.
Hello.
But Mr. Jha, Uddhav Thackeray has just compared Eknath Shinde to Ravan. He's also compared Eknath Shinde to Ravan. He's saying the people of Maharashtra will avenge the insult. The point is, when you go to the Election Commission, sir, the Election Commission will look at facts. It'll look at the numbers. It'll look at the precedents. And that's exactly how the Election Commission settles any course. Whether it was about, the LJP after the demise of their senior leader, or even the ADMK case. So, I mean, why are you today alluding motives to the Election Commission and questioning them?
This circumstance is totally different. We had challenged the disqualification, and this disqualification is to be decided by the Honorable Supreme Court. Now, if this disqualification goes off, then this order can be complied or it can be executed. If they are disqualified at the juncture anywhere, now this Election Commission order will also go. So in any way, if there is a constitutional breakdown in any state or any machinery which is being done by BJP, Mr. Narayan Rane had said all these things.
But where is the constitutional breakdown? Exactly what I'm asking you. Let me see if Manasvi has an answer to that, because Sujata, before I come to you, it's rather fashionable today for political parties, and like we heard the Prime Minister, just one of the days saying that the moment you lose election, you will question the election commission, you will question the EVMs, but it's all okay as long as you're winning. So Manasvi, this is a case of sour grapes. But at the end of the day today, you will have to accept what the election commission has said, Manasvi. And Uddhav Thackeray will have to accept that, he's lost the legacy today.
Oh.
And Eknath Shinde is the only Shiv Sena.
Deepthi, the legacy would be decided by the people of Maharashtra. Election Commission has decided what they have to decide. Obviously, this is going to be challenged by the Uddhav Thackeray fraction. And definitely the most important part is the disqualification petition is already pending before the Supreme Court. And as of now, when I speak here, there is no one from the side of Eknath Shinde to talk about the Shiv Sena. It is only the BJP who's speaking about them. For BJP also they speak, and for Shiv Sena also they are speaking in a live debate right now. So we know what is happening, and let it happen. There is a Supreme Court, and there would be people in.
I'll tell you something. Just a little while earlier, I'm not sure if you were watching Republic or not, but I suggest you should have been watching, because Eknath Shinde gave his very first interview to Republic. He just spoke to Editor-in-Chief Uddhav Goswami. So I don't know. I mean, just don't try to today come across as
it's not about you.
a sour loser.
It's not about you. It's about
democracy
BJP.
is also definitely about the will of the people. But Uddhav Thackeray lost his government. He's lost the party symbol, Manasvi.
That would be tested.
He's lost the party symbol. Isn't this the biggest setback, Mr. Jha, to Uddhav Thackeray, who never saw the writing on the wall?
Every setback has a result, and which will be shown to everyone. We don't talk. We will be on the ground, and each and every result will be shown to everyone. The BJP will also face the same thing.
But you don't have the symbol. You don't have the bow and arrow symbol anymore.
No. That is.
Don't you think that's a setback for you already?
Why at this moment? Tomorrow it may be challenged. It may be stayed. How can you say that they can continue with this legacy?
Okay, Tuhin wants to quickly counter, and then I'll go to Sujata. Tuhin.
Going to the court.
Deepthi, can
Yes.
I come in? Courts is their only face-saving device right
Manasvi,
now.
30
so
seconds.
They are free to go to
Tuhin
the court.
first. Tuhin.
Deepthi.
Going to the going to the courts is their only face-saving device right now. So they are free to go to the courts. But if you look at it, 80% of the party, if they decide to align away from the Thackerays, I think there is absolutely nothing wrong in it legally. In fact, it will be legally validated. So they can go to the court because that is the only
that it is nothing wrong with the legal system.
But instead, I think it will be better if they still introspect, and instead of calling others Ravan or whatever, if they change their attitude, they might still survive in politics. But apart from that, if they don't change their behavior, survival for them in politics is going to be very difficult in Maharashtra.
And what is exactly the Uddhav Thackeray, and his member of the Legislative Assembly and the MP is going to be doing now? I'm not sure. But before I come to Mr. Jha and Manasvi, Sujata hasn't spoken, so I want to go to Sujata. Now, Sujata, there is also a school of thought that believes now that this could be the time that Uddhav Thackeray will actually play victim. He'll go to people and he'll be emotional like we've seen him doing. Many people say that could possibly just be theatrics, because that is his only face-saving tactic right now. He's lost the government. Today he's lost the symbol. He's lost the legacy war. What can Uddhav Thackeray even do now, Sujata?
Deepthi, he's lost Namo Nishan, as they say. But, rather than, I look at it from very different point. I think it's a historic judgment and a landmark judgment, which has come from the EC. It's a decision taken by the EC, because especially for, not just for this party, Shiv Sena, but also for the other regional party who play by only legacy. And, it must the entire myth that a family-run party will only remain with the party. I think it's time that they must introspect and know that if they don't value the mandate of the people won't value them, in the incoming elections. And this is what has happened to the election. And here the person from the Uddhav Sena he's been saying that election commission decision is baseless. Let me tell him that election commission has asked Uddhav Thackeray to show the strength. He had failed to do so. The current constitution of the party is undemocratic. Once again, people appointed is
manipulation of
undemocratically. No election for the office
Mr.
bearers.
Rana and Rane
Structures
clearly
don't
said that we are
inspire
winning it.
confidence. These are the reasons which is given by the election commission why this party has lost its namo nishan. And by the way, coming to the legacy,
Namo
legacy
nishan
is
is not
legacy is
lost.
you
Okay.
don't carry legacy by
Why
being
you
born in
have
the
so
same
much of
family
faith in
and
your
having the
unconstitutional body?
surname. Legacy is about
And-
values. Legacy is about ideology.
Legacy
What was the
cannot be
ideology
decided
of
like that.
Bala Saheb
Legacy,
Thackeray?
you
To
will
arrest
not
a
be
person
decided
who's
on
chanting
legacy.
Hanuman.
Why you are telling
Hanuman
legacy?
Chalisa.
Now, you know, Mr. Jha, Manasvi, I know you want to come in, but I have to ask that question of Mr. Jha, you know, because there are many people, there are many people, especially dynastic parties, you know, Mr. Jha, who will think कि father के बाद तो हमें ही मिलेगा, कहाँ जाएगा?
Absolutely.
You know, we are the whole and sole owner of that name and that legacy, something that Uddhav Thackeray took for granted when he did not have the support of as many MPs and the MLAs. I mean, if still you cannot read the writing on the wall,
And Dipti, they
what
haven't
will make
come
you
back.
wake up?
Dipti, they haven't come back. They are still with the
Mr. Jha, Mr. Jha.
Sitting thing which has happened. Mr. Uddhav Thackeray was elected by the party cadre. Eventually, it was Mr. Eknath Shinde also.
He was never
elected.
elected by the party cadre.
Who said? Show on the national television who was not elected. Why you say so?
BJP and Uddhav Thackeray, you went against the
Now,
democratic
you know, Mr. Jha, I should bring this fact up. You know, when all these MLAs deserted Uddhav Thackeray, and you know, Tuhin and Manasvi will vouch for this, and they went to Assam, all of you were crying foul. You said, you know, all of them are going against their will. ये सब वापस आ जाएंगे. देख रहा सब उद्धव ठाकरे के पास आएंगे. No one did. No one did, Mr. Jha. You know, you have been living in a bubble of your own where you believe that you can take legacy, you can take names for granted. But politics today has changed, sir. Politics today has changed. Don't you think so? That is the reason why majority of your MLAs and MPs have deserted you. That is the why today, no, Eknath Shinde today is the only Shiv Sena.
They have done defection.
Uddhav Thackeray Sena is not even a Shiv Sena anymore. If this is not a reality check for you, Mr. Jha, then what is?
Right now also, it is acceptable, and the court will decide on it. Why in a hurry? Why will say that Shiv Sena is not?
But election commission, Manasvi, as far as I know, Manasvi, the election commission is a constitutional body. And when it comes to, you know, party symbols and names, the election commission is the settling body. They've heard all cases. They've heard all sides here, Manasvi. So is it fair to allude motives to the election commission and say the election commission is working at the behest of the BJP and the BJP has kind of just orchestrated all this? Manasvi?
Yes, it is working at the behest of
what is the proof, sir?
Mr.
Jha, because you are nodding your head so vigorously, what is the proof? What is the proof?
There are
Manasvi,
severe
quickly.
proofs. You want to see judiciary is going to be ruled by the government. The press has to be ruled by the government. These are the proofs. How can you say that the government is not pressurizing any pillars of the constitution?
Exact arrogance.
Deepthi, as you
There is no arrogance.
The election commission ruling on LJP exactly 2 years ago or less than 2 years ago was very similar. So, you know, they have detailed the precedents of the case. Why should Shiv Sena play victim and why should people accept them as victim? When Uddhav Thackeray was the CM, he never went to Mantralaya. People will never accept them as a victim. They are the people who made other people victims.
You do the vote in Maharashtra today. Let the people
So is this Manasvi political arrogance?
Why
Is this the political arrogance, Manasvi Thapar, of Uddhav Thackeray that has brought him down today? He did not respect people like Eknath Shinde and many others who deserted him. And look at where he is today. Manasvi.
Deepthi, the real test would be when we go for elections, we'll see that who's gonna win. If Uddhav Thackeray is winning the vote of the people, his legacy continues. If he does not win, his legacy right now, what have happened, we all know it has been snatched. Let's go to 2019. First, the same BJP formed the government with NCP. Then they snatched the government from Uddhav Thackeray and formed these are facts. And today, Supreme Court gave an order against the BJP in the MCD case. So BJP will come in power by hook or crook. That's the strategy. and that is the truth. This is not a big deal. This we all know. We would know how things are have shaped up in Delhi, how things have happened in Maharashtra. They will come in power. The reality is, by coming in power,
because you made that charge against the BJP. It is warranted. I quickly allow Tuhin a rebuttal here. Quickly, we are running out of time, but I have to allow Tuhin a rebuttal. Tuhin, quickly.
My
come
only
into
suggestion
power.
to the
I am confident that by even if they win or lose, they'll be in power.
Stop demonizing
and I'm happy the way they are taking it up.
Read the election commission ruling.
Sir,
it's a very exhaustive ruling. Stop demonizing institution.
What did you do in MCD?
Who hijacked the mandate? He sought people.
You formed the government with NCP first, and now you are giving people the mandate of democracy. You formed the government with NCP. You did not allow the mayor election to happen. You don't give any lessons to anyone. You don't have any.
Manasvi, I'm sure the BMC elections now will be announced soon, and Uddhav Thackeray will be facing the electorate, like you said. But right now, the more worrying factor here, Sujata, Tuhin, and Mr. Jha, is the arrogance, the political arrogance of Uddhav Thackeray, who's not even willing to accept what the election commission has decided on. Instead, he's alluding to the fact that the election commission today is acting at the behest of the BJP. We've completely run out of time, so I'm thanking Sujata and all gentlemen. But on the other side, we continue with this non-stop rolling coverage. Also, the big debate that Uddhav is bringing to you tonight at 10.